There she is. Isn't she beautiful? Bank of America Stadium. We are here doing some virtual football. We've got night 2 of Madden. We've also got a little bit of Rocket League action here on our Friday night, right before Thanksgiving. One last stream here at VESL HQ. Hey, everybody, I'm Charlie. I'm the commissioner of the league. I'm here with Risk.
What's up, everybody?
Risk, look excited to be here, man.
And we're about to get into some, I guess, football too, just with cars.
Oh yeah, football and football.
Yeah.
Risk is a little tired. We got a little. It was wild last night. We had some special guests. We had Jonathan Stewart. We had Brenton Burson. We had some members of the Panthers executive team here. And so yeah, the VESL team's a little bit tired tonight, but we are here. We're still on the grind for you, and we're also joined by Plazy. What's up, Plazy?
How y'all doing? How y'all doing?
And lots of energy from that end of
Plazy, how are you doing?
I'm doing
They're not going to be able to
fantastic.
respond. Okay.
I'm doing fantastic.
Okay, well, that is so good to hear. So, guys, what we're going to do tonight is we're going to be going through the second round of, or the second half of the Madden bracket. We actually already have some of the players who've made it to states. Let's take a look at the 16 players or so that remain on the Madden bracket of who we're going to be playing. So, well, we've got a couple players that weren't able to play. So, we've got Don't Shoot against Kajani999. That player is going to automatically advance to the semifinals of the qualifiers, so that's a really important game. Then we've got her favorite QB against Miles Morales. Like you were saying earlier, Risk, that's a lot to live up to. We'll see if her favorite can actually throw the ball down the field. We've got Vic Z's against Heroxy. And then MSOTTV against BDR090. Q against Purple. Couple of very to-the-point names. Yax against Jaja. And then we've got Sippin, Dat. Yeah, and then Na22. So, lots going on here. I guess we've got 7 different games. We'll be showing you the results from the games that aren't here locally at VESL HQ, but then we'll also be showing you some live gameplay from V Don't Shoot and his opponents throughout the night should he advance. But before we get to that, we're going to our old favorite from last week because we got some unfinished business, boys.
We got some games to see, who makes it to regionals.
Yeah, well, there's a few teams that we haven't quite announced who made it to regionals. We're going to show you those games. So first up, we've got a team from the Coastal Conference, C-Tech Team A. They went undefeated in the group stages against Lexington Senior, also Team A. That's going to be from the Foothills Conference. Both of these are schools that have invested in on-campus gaming labs, and they are very serious about their Rocket League programs.
I'm interested to see the competition. I know both of these teams are pretty good, and it looks like we are going to jump right into it. Off of kickoff. What are predictions?
Why did I say Lexington Senior? I must have obviously misunderstood that. I meant Surrey Early College, which is also a team that's making a lot of investments in the Rocket League. My bad, y'all, on that. And here we go. We are jumping straight into Game 3, by the way, just for the interest of time, because we're going to be getting to some Madden action here soon. And it is a 2-0 lead for Surrey Early College in the series.
Yeah, I'm wondering if C-Tech can bring it back. It'll be interesting to see if we can get a reverse sweep here. Surrey County pushes the ball down the field, and it's looked like C-Tech's just going to take complete control. Actually, Surrey's just going to put the pressure on and keep throwing the ball down the field. What's y'all's predictions for this game?
Well, I mean, if you're Surrey, you've got a 2-0 series lead. So you're kind of playing with house money right now, isn't that right, Plazy?
You got a lot of confidence going in this game.
You got a lot of confidence. You can also play, kind of lay back and let C-Tech bring, put their strategy out.
That's a
and
goal.
you can react.
And that's going to be a goal. Surrey comes off early, putting a lot of offensive pressure onto the C-Tech A team.
That was a nice move from midfield there. Pushed it right past the attempted save, and right at the beginning, C-Tech is on the back foot.
Yeah, seeing a clear from the side of C-Tech would have been nice. They did get a few touches, and just Surrey just had those better touches there.
Yeah, And we saw Johnny go up there and just miss an opportunity to tap it down from the top to give Surrey a 2-0 lead. And now we get it kind of just moving back and forth around midfield.
C-Tech is going to be able to push up the ball, but Surrey's going to just clear it right away and pass to midfield. Or that is going to be a whiff for Surrey County for the shot on goal. But just continuously putting pressure on the C-Tech defense.
Yeah, I like the aggression there by Gummy Bear. Took it right off of the C-Tech player. And the speed that, from what we're seeing right now from Surrey, is really showing up. And I have to bet that that's what gave them an advantage in the first couple of games.
Yeah, and you can just see that Surrey is kind of patient with their touches, too. Putting it where they want to. Nice little pass over to their teammate. Just trying to keep control of the ball. You know, the more control you have of the ball, the more possession time. And that's going to be an open goal. C-Tech just needs to work on those rotations. Saw some...
Yeah, a little bit sloppy. Maybe this is a little bit of nerves or fatigue. And it's a 2-0 lead. Surrey Early College, they've got 2 minutes and 40 seconds left. If they can hold on to this lead, they'll take a 3-0 series sweep and qualify for regionals. So really now it's put up or shut up time for C-Tech, as there's another shot on goal there that just barely misses.
Double whiffs, but C-Tech's able to get it clear onto the ball and pass over. Oh, and that shot's going to be blocked.
Last second defending, and C-Tech had to commit everybody up even just to get that little bit of offense. Now they're back in their own zone.
You could see right there that C-Tech wasn't, pushed up a little too far. Could have been really bad for them. Surrey just keeps putting the pressure on. Ball's stuck in midfield, but C-Tech is able to clear it out. But just Surrey County keeping that control of the ball the whole time.
Yep, and now we're starting to see a game that's a little bit more back and forth. The thing is, if you're Surrey, you've got 2 goals. There's really no reason, a 2-goal lead. There's really no reason to overextend. And I haven't seen plays. I mean, I haven't seen a whole lot from C-Tech so far that indicate that they're going to be able to challenge this defense.
No, they're definitely staying more back on defense, and as well as Surrey EC keeping that pressure does not help. Seems like Surrey EC is starving C-Tech of their boost, so it's keeping them able to push that ball forward.
We do see a little bit more activity now in front of the Surrey goal, but nothing particularly conclusive from C-Tech so far. As the ball's knocked back down and somewhat dangerously into the C-Tech corner, but they'll be able to clear it away.
This could set up a teammate for a shot. Ooh.
Oh, whiff. Second shot put on goal, but that's not going to be a hit with enough power.
And he's going to be able to set his teammate right back up, and that shot's going to be blocked.
1 minute to go. 1 minute to stay alive in the tournament for C-Tech A. A couple of better chances there, but nothing that we're actually able to get purchase as we go here down for the last minute, potentially the last minute in C-Tech's season here in the inaugural Rocket League tournament.
And C-Tech's had some, decent stops here in the last 2-3 minutes, but their offense just can't capitalize on anything.
All right, here we go. It's really the last opportunity for C-Tech. Shot on goal. Oh, Panda can't quite connect. Put back on. And it's knocked in. And here we go. Only 20 seconds to go, but there is signs of life. We got proof of life from
Definitely
C-Tech.
signs of life right here. Nice little tap right over that Surrey EC defense.
And this is what happens. I mean, if you put shots on goal, there's an opportunity that one goes in. That wasn't a particularly save the clip type of shot, but they put enough pressure on it, and now it's really, from Surrey's perspective, is let's just go ahead and get this thing wrapped up right now. C-Tech playing with their backs against the wall as they control it here. It floats somewhat dangerously in the middle, but neither C-Tech player is really able to capitalize on it. And now we're down to 3 seconds. Shots on goal.
Shot.
Whoa. What a shot, and crazy pinch that happened in midfield to pass it over to
absolute clutch up.
Fishy boy.
Absolute clutch up. The season is on the line, and I'm assuming with 1 second to go, we're probably headed to overtime here. What a play by C-Tech. As soon as this ball hits the ground here, we'll be going straight into overtime. 2-2. Okay, so they proved it in the last minute that they can do it. What do we
Yeah.
think, guys? Do we think C-Tech is able to capitalize on this here in overtime?
If they can play just like how they were, and that's going to be a shot on goal, but it's
Oh!
going to be too far right.
I thought that for sure
Sorry.
that off that rebound that Bubba was going to be able to put it in, but they were not able to.
Oh,
And then off
Gummy
of,
Bear.
and that
Gummy
will
said,
end the
"I will
series.
do it myself," and takes it cross field.
It's a great play off the sidewall right there.
And we
Especially
have
the
a
back left.
state qualifier heading to Greensboro, just down the street. Surrey Early College pulls off the victory, 3-2 in overtime. They win a 3-0 series win as well. And so the kids from the early college, I mean, C-Tech is also an early college, and that group of kids will advance. Team A from Surrey early EC.
Surrey did bring it back towards the end, and it was just not enough.
Well, C-Tech brought it back towards
Or
the end. And,
my-
you know,
my
and
bad.
I think maybe what happens is if you got a 2-0 lead with less than a minute to go, you're kind of playing back a little bit, and C-Tech took advantage of that to tie things up, but ultimately the quality showed up for Surrey. Bubba was close. Bubba was close to getting that win, but then they were left exposed on the transition.
He
and
said he
Gummy
can do
Bear.
it himself.
Yeah, Gummy Bear took it pretty much, and they got a bit of a fortunate bounce to get the win. So are we going to more Rocket League action here, or are we booting up our first Madden game? All right, let's play. Let's show some more of our Rocket League action as we continue to go, and we're gonna go. This is the Lexington game, Lexington A against Cab Tech A. Again, two of our more well-established teams playing here at the Hot Wheels Stadium. Risk, take it away.
Yeah, it just looks like Capek's going to be up, and that's going to be a shot on goal right off the
Braden.
bat.
Good aggressive
Quick.
play there. Yep, got to
Yeah,
the ball quick,
aggression right off the bat.
and we are in game 3 here as well. It's also a 2-0 series lead for Cab Tech A. They were the champions of the UNCG SEA season last spring, so we know this is a team that's got some experience and it's got some pedigree.
Braden's going to go up for a flip reset, and that's going to be another shot on goal by Braden.
Almost
Wow.
hit the block, though.
Nice
definitely-
flip
definitely missed the
reset
block.
to get control of the ball, and then just gets a nice touch to shoot it in.
What's your thoughts on rotation? How important is that?
It's really important. If you don't have good rotation, then your timings are going to be off. The defense isn't going to get there in time. You know, a big thing with rotations is, you know, if somebody gets a nice 50 on you, they could have an open goal.
That was another shot by Cab Tech on goal. Good save by Lexington, but they're really playing defensive here. This reminds me in many ways of the match that we just watched.
Oh,
Wow.
Braden,
Braden
That's
is
the
going
three.
off. He's
Is that a
popping
hat trick?
off right
that's
now.
a hat trick
That's a
right
hat
there,
trick.
right off the bat. 4 minutes in, already Braden with a hat trick. A nice off the wall touch.
It's a 3-0 lead, and this threatens to get out of hand for Lexington Senior here early. Cab Tech, really, if you're looking at it, if they can get one more goal in without allowing a goal from Lexington, they're going to be feeling pretty good about things. We really haven't seen much offense at all from Lexington. As I say that, they do get kind of a half chance that it's recycled back on.
You saw Braden there to get a touch, pushing it back down the field. But Lexington's just going to take control of this right now. But Caltech said, no, I'm going to take control.
block.
And
Still just looking disorganized at the back. I'm not sure if I'm fully understanding Lexington's rotations, and they seem, you know, and I get it, they're down 3-0, so now they're really forced to commit forward, and that's exposing a lot of gaps in the defense. As it's pinched down, dangerous spot, tapped in. Blue Frontier is going to get in. Was that Braden who tapped it down?
It was.
No, it actually
No.
was. It was the hockey assist from Braden who ended up getting just good team play. You can tell that Cab Tech A, they've played together a bit. That communication, that chemistry is there, and it's 4-0.
you can see the passes coming out from Caltech and, you know, all the rotations. Like, you
And
can
that's
see
just
how
ugly right
Lexington,
there. Yeah.
Lexington just can't really do anything right now. You see the double commit come out from Lexington.
That double
And that
commit
just
definitely
leaves them
put him in a bad
exposed.
position.
Yeah, toxic double commit left. I think it was Hey Chris there who was just on an island, and they paid for it. Although, and you know, Bell was able to win the kickoff there, And, and then get a good save. So Lexington Senior hanging on by a thread. They need to get something going here soon with 3 minutes left to go, potentially in their season.
You can see Lexington trying to get some plays together. You saw the pass try to get on the midfield. They were just not able to get there.
It definitely seems like the communication is not there. I mean, as far as a double commit goes, I mean, we really got to have the communication saying, hey, I'm going for this, so you don't double commit and open up that lane for the defense to really take it to the offensive side.
That's exactly right. And, maybe just some inexperience is showing here. I mean, and listen, no disrespect whatsoever to Lexington Senior, a team that did advance all the way to the final round of qualifiers here. Just once you get to this level, and I think this is what's going to be so exciting about regionals and then states, is these are the best teams in the entire state. And so you're going to see teams that have spent a lot of time playing together, and that's a lot to look forward to. Now, we are hoping after here in the last 2 minutes to go ahead and start going to our first Madden game. Okay.
Super excited to see what matches we have tonight. Last night we had some really close games, and we had some major blowouts.
Well, PureTech Gamer was just mowing through the competition on their side of the bracket. But yeah, you're right. Here in person, we had nail biters, including one that was decided on the last second of the game. No timeouts left. Tackled at the inch to deny the game-winning touchdown.
Yeah, it was insane to see too, and I don't know. I'm still kind of questioning that play because inches, man. It really did look like that ball got over the goal line.
And there's a goal there for Lexington Senior, so they will get on the board. It's 1-5. They're going to need to open up the scoring real quickly. Nice touch there after it was lofted up, just nodded in by I believe Mayuni Bell got a touch on there.
Looks like Lexington's going to win that kickoff, but Braden's going to take control. Nice little flip reset to keep control of the ball. Lexington does push it and intercepts the ball. They're going to keep it in the right corner.
Yeah, that corner, though. That corner's dangerous.
Lexington's kind of keeping the pressure on, but there is going to be some miscommunication there from the Lexington side. Ball's going to be going off the backboard. 2 players up, a double commit from the side of Lexington. And this could be bad. Nice little touch and pass.
Ooh. Just barely missing.
Yeah, that is a good execution, but just couldn't finish it. CabTech keeping the pressure on, even though it is 5-1 right now. CabTech goes for a shot. It is going to be far left. Another shot on the goal. That top right, upright.
It is getting to him. I mean, if you're Lexington here, what are you looking to see from the start of the game to the finish? I mean, what could they have done differently to maybe get a couple more points on the board?
I mean, they were just spending so much time in their own end, and due often at times, I think, to the poor communication between the players and the rotations that weren't just quite there. And a team of the quality of CabTech A is just going to keep constant pressure on you.
Yeah, the big thing that I would say, since unfortunately their season is over, but during the off season, work on those rotations, work on the communication. Don't double commit. Make sure that you're rotating not on the ball side, because then you get in the way of your teammates. Just things to work on during the off season, because we're not that far away from the spring season.
It's true. It's coming up in March, but let's take a moment to recognize CabTech A, Cabarrus Tech A. They're going to be advancing. They're going to be playing in Charlotte. We've seen them in lands before, last year's states. I'm expecting big things from you guys at CabTech A. Congratulations on advancing to states. So now the question is, we've got Madden games coming up here. We've got more Rocket League that will show throughout the night. I think we are ready to start kicking off our first Madden game. and it's going to be V Don't Shoot from Myers Park playing as the Saints. Oh, the Saints.
That's an interesting
Against
It
pick.
is interesting.
Kajanzi 999 of Philip O'Berry.
We've seen a lot of Eagles picks, though. I will tell you that. Mainly the Eagles have Jalen Hurts and A.J. Brown. I mean, they
An
also-
insane defense on the side of the Eagles.
Darius Slay Jr.
Yeah.
Yeah, defending NFC champions against a team that I'm going to be honest, I am just not a fan of the Saints. You got Derek Carr now as quarterback, and we'll Saints stingy defense as well. This might be a defensive battle.
What are we expecting to see from the Saints? You think it's going to be more of a run or a pass game for them?
I think it's gonna be more of a pass game for the Saints. The Eagles, they got weapons all over the
So
field.
they got the dual threat.
Yeah, but if you're a Saints player, you're needing to make sure you keep the game close, that your drives are long, as you know, and you just did see the Saints player move out of their base defense, start sending some players, and then the Eagles just ran it right up in the middle.
I would say the big thing for the side of the Saints is take away that run, make them a one-sided team.
Is this the first game that we've seen where they use the safety?
Actually, yeah, and it looks like he is going to switch over to that middle linebacker position to try to stop the run. But again, nice run by the
Swift.
Eagles, and Swift, an insane running back. But that was a huge gap that the Eagles were able to pull out, and they're about to rush 6. See if he can get some pressure on the quarterback. Is not able to, and that is going to be a complete pass for a first down.
So they're down to 35. What would you go for here? Would you try to focus on the
I
run, try to
would-
get a little more yardage? Or would you try to just
First and
take it straight
10,
in?
I would run it here. I would try to get an outside run here, but it's not going to happen. He's going to go to a pass play.
Ooh,
Whew,
almost an interception.
very close to a pick, and that would have been huge for the Saints to start out with.
I'm definitely interested to see how they play with the Saints. I don't see a lot of people, especially when I play Madden, that pick the Saints. I know there are a lot of Saints fans out there, though.
That is going to be a wide open pass. It does seem like the Saints are going with a man defense a lot. I would switch over to a zone right now because he's just doing basic crossing routes.
So it looks like he has a lot of flats.
Yep.
A lot of flats passes, and that's definitely want to get that defended.
Yeah, I would definitely switch off a man. I guess it is going to work for him here. He's going to throw that ball away, and it's going to make it 2nd and 10.
All right, we're gonna see if our player from Myers Park is able to hold off the Eagles' defense. As I am probably going to have my mic muted as I get myself a little bit of food here. We got wings coming later.
We
by the
got
way, Riz.
wings coming?
Yeah.
Oh, amazing.
Great pass right there as well.
Yeah, see,
the defensive
I like,
coverage just isn't there. I mean, we got to do some adjustments
I
here.
do like the adjustment. He did switch from man coverage to zone coverage. I think it was a cover 2, I believe. So trying to take away those flat. He switched right back to man coverage and gets beat.
Allows the touchdown to come through. Great job for Kajanji, 999 though, as he
It was a
takes it
nice
in for
drive.
6.
It was a nice drive, but yeah, I would like to see him make some adjustments from the Saints. So if you don't shoot, I know you can't hear me, but man, switch over to some different plays because that defense just got completely destroyed. Did not get I think maybe 2 stops.
He did get a couple stops, but it just wasn't enough to really hold back the Eagles from getting that touchdown. One thing I would like to see is maybe kind of switching your flats coverage to maybe 5-10 yards and putting them underneath, because it looks like he's doing a lot of short out passes to that flats, and you get some underneath coverage, you can really get a pick there.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what the Saints offense can do. It's going to be interesting to see if he can answer back, and he's going to break that tackle and pick up maybe a yard.
Just barely that yard. Eagles defense is really good, though. I mean, they do have a strong run defense, so it's going to be tough to see how they can deal with the run here.
And that is going to
that
be
is
a
an interception.
huge pick, and that's a user pick too. What a insane turnover that was.
That is great field
From-
positioning as well. Right on their 22, they couldn't even get past the half field.
He read that completely. And that's going to be a touchdown, wide open. Wide receiver in the end zone. We were talking about close games, but the Saints got to turn it around, man. It's already 14-0. First quarter. Still a minute left.
They still
There
have time
has
to
to-
put something up here. I mean,
He's
they
got to change
definitely,
something. He's got to change something around.
for sure.
All right. So, if you were the coach, what would you be doing?
First off, I would try to be seeing how they're playing defense, check the Eagles' defense, and see if maybe the pass option is better. It didn't look like the run game was there. Unfortunately, he did do a little screen pass, and the line couldn't hold up to give him time to get that screen pass out, which ended up leading to that interception.
Yeah, I would start out with a run here. That is what it's a draw play. So that
It's a
That's
great
10
run up the
yards.
middle.
10 yards gets him to the 40-yard line. First down.
Let's see if
Now-
he keeps with the run here. It looks like he will. Just
Switches to the
left.
outside.
We got stuck on his line a little bit there.
Yeah, you can see where the linebackers are pushing down. This is where you go to either, I would say, go to a play action. He is able to get out of the pocket.
Ooh,
Ooh,
good juke.
what- nasty.
Not enough for the first down, though, but he's really close.
3rd and 1. What do you do here?
Honestly, I'd go straight run up the gut, if I would say so myself.
Yeah, I would say run up the gut, but
I'm back, guys.
I'd go I
What did I
formation.
miss?
We had a crazy pick that happened by the Eagles, and
There we
one
go.
play
Great
later.
run. He got the
Breaks
first down
out.
at least.
Oh, a little bit of an early spin move there, but I think don't shoot has proven that if he keeps the ball on the ground, he's got a lot of user skill on avoiding the tackles. I mean, listen, if you don't have to throw the ball, don't throw the ball. See another run there, and although I will say that Kajan, the thing about the defense is you can always just stack the box with 8, right?
Yeah.
Against the run.
For sure.
And once you see those linebackers coming down, that's when you pull out that play action. Just a little dump off route, and I don't know what
Fortunately, he
his
threw it
running
behind
back
him.
was doing.
Well, third behind him. You got to stop and set your feet there as you're rolling out to the right. And now it's 3rd and 10. This is an important play. I mean, there's plenty of time in the game if he's able to score here. There does seem to be a tendency
Get out of the pocket.
to get out of the pocket, roll right. What you do when you do that is you've made basically only half of the
He's
field
gonna go
available
for
to
it.
you.
Is he going for it on fourth
And
down?
we see this player consistently rolling out to the right, and that gives you only half the field to work with. Interesting here, the Eagles are giving a lot of space. You just got to get to the sticks here.
Looks like a little cover
That's a
six
wide open
prevent.
catch, and that's going to be a first down.
Great clutch play by Don't Shoot, and they've moved the chains. First down. Now it's time to see if you can actually put it into the end zone here. 3 minutes left to go in the second quarter.
I would definitely like to see them pull a run out here, but I can say that Eagle defense is strong, and they're definitely sending linebackers on the run play. See how this works out.
Looks like man defense on the outside, and Kajani was ready for that running play, and that's what they seem to be keying up as a 3-yard loss.
I have noticed that this Eagles defense has been sending five almost every time. So they're sending
Ooh,
that blitz in.
great
That's a
touchdown pass, though.
Woo!
He really
Threaded the
threaded the
needle
needle.
there. It looked like the defender looked like he thought he had the jump on the ball, but just enough zip on it from Derek Carr to find Michael Thomas, and that's a touchdown. And we got a ball game here, folks.
It was
Good
definitely
drive
a great
by
read
Don't
by
Shoot.
the defense. Just couldn't get it.
Well, great read, but you also, when you're running that post route, you're trying to cut right in front of the safety. That's what the receiver did, and ultimately, from the quarterback perspective, it's all about timing. You throw that a split second later, and that's a pick.
We have to remember too that the Saints do get the ball at half.
Right. That's why there's nothing to be concerned about.
Well, let's hope the Saints can hold out for the last 2 minutes in the second quarter and maybe get the ball back at half and capitalize.
There we go. That's what I like to see. The Saints do change to a zone coverage now.
Lots of room over the middle with only a single high safety, and they're flooding the zone.
Leaves it wide open. As he breaks that tackle, though.
Yeah, I do agree with playing zone. I'd like to see the Saints player let the offense play out in front of him a little bit more. This ultra aggressive, like single high safety, and now again you've got kind of close coverage. Looks like a cover 2. Make the other player make plays like that. Dump out to the flat.
Huge hit.
It was a well-timed hit stick there, but no fumble, unfortunately.
I can definitely say while playing zone, I do like to play the middle linebacker as you can really cover more of that midfield. Because running that last play where he got that first down, that's a good catch.
We've seen this play a few times from this Eagle.
And it is going to be a touchdown. And this is an offense that Don't Shoot is really having a lot of trouble stopping. Kajani 999 takes a 21-7 lead pending the PAT. And it's good. So 21-7, not a lot of answers defensively for if you don't shoot.
No,
minute
not
32.
at all.
This is important. You do get the ball back, as Risk mentioned earlier. Now it's time for your 2-minute drill. I think we saw good success with actual player runs. We've seen that. I thought for a second they were going to break that out. They took it out ill-advisedly from 7 yards deep in the end zone. Still got back to almost the 25. So no big deal there.
I would like to see a run right off the bat. See if you can get some yardage.
And then use your timeouts.
Yep. Still got a minute 28, so.
And, the defensive player is looking here. So I think now you've lined up run. I say run that same formation, do play action, try to get a shot over and so you can see already the defense is switching to a single high. It's an opportunity. And force that throw there to that receiver. The Saints line is holding up fine. This player's got time to let the play develop a little bit.
At this point, now you have a minute.
I like Taysom Hill leaking out here. No, they hand it off. The throw back across the middle. V Don't Shoot does like rolling out to that right. And again, that makes me nervous, but that play worked out well. As they now got 30 seconds.
I'd like to see some like trips left or
doesn't seem to be comfortable
changing
throwing the ball downfield, and you're at the 43-yard line right now. You got to pick up about 20 more yards to even have a chance at a field goal. You do still have all 3 timeouts. The Eagles see, and there's play action, rolling left. Did the flood concept, and Eagles players knocking each other out of the way. Taysom Hill takes it down. 16 seconds left.
Yep.
Timeout is called. You take one shot at the end zone and then go for the field goal if you don't score?
I'd say you have time to take 2 shots.
Roughly it's about 6 seconds per play.
Madden always freaks me out, though, a little bit with its acceleration coming out of the huddle.
Still got 2 more timeouts, though.
All right, yeah, okay, fair enough.
See if he can get something open here.
Eagles players just got lost in the wash there with that flood concept. Got to make a quick decision here. Can't take a sack. There you go, throw it away.
I definitely say it's time for one more play here, and if we can, get down the field a little bit and maybe score a touchdown here.
Just need to make sure he doesn't force anything. No interception. Don't take a sack. And that
straight across the
Michael
middle.
Thomas open. Got to get down. Call that timeout, and you're gonna have chip shot field goal to make it 21-10. If you can find some answer, you're getting the ball back in the second half. If you can find some answers on defense as V Don't Shoot.
It looks like he's
going for the field
for
goal though. He's going for the big numbers.
I'm not sure why you do this here.
Take the easy points and bring it 21-10 at the half. Leaves a 2-possession game.
You know what? I like the boldness, but this is a low probability strategy.
He does have that last timeout.
Oh, he barely got that off. And it looks like
He's
he
still
is
going
gonna
for
go.
it. There's no.
All right, looks
Okay,
like
I
he
was
is,
about to
might
say.
go for that field goal now.
Great, you gained 5 yards. I hope all that risk was worth it.
Hey, easier kick for the kicker, you know.
I mean, who cares about kickers?
Whew.
Kickers are people too.
Debatable. 21-10. We will go into the half. If you don't shoot, giving me heart palpitations over here. Almost got no points, but he was able to score the field goal. I'm gonna go get some wings.
All right,
We'll see
so
how that second half goes.
what would you change up here in the second half for the side of the Saints?
Like I said, I do like the zone, but I would definitely maybe. I mean, we got to cover that mid. They're getting shots across mid.
Cover two.
Completely.
Cover two. That's what
I
I
would
would
definitely like to
suggest. And
see
he's
him-
gonna
oh
take
my
this to the
gosh.
house. Oh my God.
All the way down.
That is gonna be a touchdown for the Saints right into the half.
Is that our first return that we've had
That
on
is
stream?
the first return we have seen in our VESL qualifiers. What a huge return for the Saints. And that makes it a one-possession game. Oh, he's going to go for two here, too.
See if he can get it.
My man, you love to see it.
And that's
the
good.
2-point conversion is good.
That gamer skill of open field, making moves is paying off now. Can V don't shoot play some defense? That's the open question.
I would like him to stick to that middle linebacker and just cover that middle ground because he's losing it on the middle ground when he's playing coverage on that
And that was our first return of the season, too.
first kick return. See if Kanji can take it back on him as well.
Almost broke that tackle. Could have took it to the house, but he is going to be stopped at the 25-yard line, right where he would have started. Does look like he's going to go to a deep zone.
I do like this. I do
Lot
like the
of
looks on the
gaps.
linebacker though.
And that is going to be a wide open
As
receiver.
he misses a tackle,
or-
misses a second
Oh.
tackle. If he could just broke that tackle right there, it'd have been straight to the house.
He's going to switch straight back to man. I really would like to see some like close cover two. That's going to be a deep ball and
It's overthrown.
overthrown. Sticking with this man coverage, I can see the Eagles going to some crossing routes.
Since he's running back on a wheel route there, unfortunately, got a couple yards out of it.
This is a huge play right here. Absolutely huge.
3rd and 8.
They are in field goal range though. Big question
hold
is
them to
if
a field goal.
he can convert.
That would have been,
ridiculous.
and that's AJ Brown.
Across the body, deep flag route.
It looks like the Eagles are going to go for it here, not putting the points on the board to make it a 6-game.
Unfortunate.
That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Defensive stop. They got the ball back. They've proven that they're effective in the open field.
That was a huge play for the Saints. It looks like he's going to start it out with a run. Like to see. Get a few yards.
Definitely like to see some offensive momentum here to get down the field and
I wouldn't mind
if we can-
him running it again, actually. He's been doing a lot of, run on first down and then passing on second. Switching it up.
the defense is all over that run though.
Completely over it. I think he sent 6 again. So you know that he's trying to put pressure on the quarterback and watching the run.
Broke the first
Oh
and
my
second
goodness.
tackle.
Will not go down. And that's going to be a first down. Broke, what was that, 3?
2.
2 tackles? A huge play for the Saints.
Ooh.
Dangerous pass right in midfield. All right. I'd like to see him shoot one deep.
All right, done with my wings.
It is going to be 3rd and 4.
Real football experience here on the couch.
Real football experience. He's audibling, I think, to a run. He's going to run it right up the middle.
And
He's able to get the first down.
Kamara dodging multiple tacklers in the middle of the hole. Pick up that first down. They go to no huddle.
Audibling. Changing the play up.
Nobody open. And, yeah, throw away.
Just going to throw it away. Smart play for V don't shoot. Now, what do you do here? 2nd and 10 on the 43-yard line.
I would go for a quick slants, honestly. See, maybe we can pick up a little easy 5. Unless he's going to go to
I've
the run
noticed
game
that
there.
he's used this run play a few times, and it gets blown up every time. I would like to see him switch it up. Change formations.
Those counters take a lot of time to develop with the run. Kind of gives the defense a lot more time to adjust to that run.
And he's going to throw it away, and it's going to be 4th and 10. Does look like he's going to go for it. It is still a 3-point game.
Ice in the veins for if you don't shoot right here. Lots of gambles, some of which I approve of, some of which I don't. I think this is good here.
Going 4 verticals. Trying to go for that deep ball.
He's got Kamara open, instead looks to...
Ooh.
Oh. And that's it.
He could have pulled that in. That would have been an insane catch for the Saints and a huge play.
So now we go down towards the end of the 3rd quarter. The Eagles, after the first time they've been stopped all game, and the pressure is really starting to tell by the Saints defense. As Kajani 999, the offense looks out of sync in this entire second half.
Yeah, starting to get pressure onto the quarterback, which has been nice to see finally. And this is going to be a run up the middle. This is going to put us in a 3rd and 3. Run, pass, what do you guys see him doing here?
3rd and 3. I mean, I just
think
go
he
for
throws
pass.
the ball. But hey, maybe he should have thrown the ball as the gamble by don't shoot to basically do a middle blitz there. Pays off, rushes in, makes the tackle, and we're going to the 4th quarter with a crucial 4th down decision.
Does he punt here? Or does he go for on 4th and 5?
I would have punted personally with the lead, but clearly I'm not a VESL Madden player because we don't do punts here.
Yeah, I don't believe we've seen a single punt, and that he's going to be held up. And that's
now
going to be a
had
turnover on
3rd
downs.
straight turnovers on downs. So what you've done here is you've now given the short field to the Saints. They're right at midfield. If they can score, if they manage to clock properly, they may not need to give the ball back to the Eagles.
I definitely do like that play. On the left side, he did have that receiver on that bubble screen with nobody covering that one. He did have a good block up there. If he could have went to that instead, might could have got a couple extra yards off of that.
Yeah, and what seems to be successful for Don't Shoot has been passing it out to Kamara as, again, 2 really ineffective runs. I mean, maybe I'm the dumb
3rd
dumb
and
here.
13.
Maybe the Eagles should just constantly give the ball back to the Saints because this offense looks pretty stoppable at this point.
Yeah, we're going to have to see a huge play here, 3rd and 13.
Yeah, I think what he's going to do is he's going to try to stretch, and then he's going to try to find...
He's just
Going
going to
for
go
the
for the
deep
deep
ball.
ball. That's going to...
Ooh.
That could have been a pick. Now, we've seen a lot... Oh, it does look like they're going to go for it. He's going to go...
This is all of a sudden turned into something where neither offense can move the ball.
Just seems like a defensive battle right now.
It's not a lot of short passes. I mean, we see those medium
Not
to
at all.
long range passes coming out, but I mean, maybe run some slants, maybe put some out routes in there. Really space the floor.
That is going to be a wide open catch, and that is going to be a first down onto the 17-yard line.
Now the Saints have had a good record on inside that red zone right there. Let's see if they can capitalize on it again and come out on top on this game in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I'm super interested to see what he pulls out here. Does look like he's gonna go for
An outside
this
run.
read play, but he keeps it with Kamara, gets a few yards, 2nd and 5. Here you can pass it, you can run it. I would
I mean,
like to see him throw it here because he's had like a 50-50 chance on these runs sometimes.
Listen, I've talked a lot of crap about this going on 4th down, but that was an absolutely clutch play, and now the Saints are in the driver's seat. It's going to be 3rd and 1. You can do whatever you want here. I know what I would do. I would do a short pass. I think what Vito Chute's going to do is he's going to try to score a touchdown right now, or maybe run the ball.
he's going for it.
And he's going to be held up, and that's still going to be 4th and 1. Now, what do you do here? Field goal? I know.
I would like to say the
Plazy
field
as-
goal as a kicker. I like to see the field goal. Go ahead and tie that game up and maybe just hold on for 2 minutes, go into that OT, and see if they can pull it out there.
It does look like he's going to put up the field goal here.
That is a smart play. At least secure the game for one more quarter if they can pull the stop out here on defense and maybe capitalize as well.
Yeah, and we want OT, right, guys? We want
OT is amazing.
OT in single elimination games. That's what you love to see. We thought Kajani 999 was gonna, cruise to an easy victory after the first couple scores. You were doubting Risk, but at the end of the day,
It
Vito
was
Chute came back.
It was looking rough for a minute. Now we got a tie game, and
Minute 54. Let's see if they can hold the stop
Gonna be
here
starting
and,
from the
get
25.
OT.
it's going to be 2-minute drill right here.
Jalen Hurts and the Eagles against the New Orleans Saints. Trips left. Spreads them out and runs the draw. Gains carrying
20,
tacklers.
20
15 yards.
15 yards. Goes right back to man coverage. Interested to see if the Eagles throw the ball here.
Well, it's a man with a robber
Clock
over
is
the
still
top,
running.
and that did seem to be much more effective keeping people in the box there.
You can see that the clock is still running. Minute 15 left. Still got plenty of time on the clock, but
As far as the Eagles go, I like to see them get that on the other side of the opponent's 40 maybe and try to maybe kick the field goal for
Well, your wish is their command.
maybe
down
we
to
can
the
see that happen. I mean,
38-yard
he has a
line.
minute. He can run that
He's
clock
in
down.
field
Just go
goal
ahead and take the
position.
field goal. Or does he get greedy and try to go for the touchdown?
You're still right at the range right now where field goal is not automatic,
Good
but
juke.
when
He's
you
gonna
make the other user miss like that, you're going to bring it down. And
I don't know. I think I would have just let him get.
I go for the field goal here, maybe. You got 15 seconds. Maybe try one more play, see if you can punch it in. If not, just go for that field goal.
yeah, and that's just unfortunate for Vito Chute, as that was a crucial play. Now, we've seen weird stuff happen in the Madden game. Sometimes the time management's not ideal. If you get it in, game well is stuffed.
Call
Get on
timeout.
the 2-yard line.
Call timeout.
There.
Gives them 8 seconds left.
Why did the Saints call the timeout?
I'm not 100% sure.
I guess for the chance to get the ball back, but that's not going to
The
happen.
Easy
and it's
gap
gonna-
opens up on that left side past that guard. between that
and
guard
there it
and
is.
tackle.
It's a touchdown. That is all but going to effectively
Hey,
end
I
it.
will say that we've seen one kick return.
We have seen one kick return this game. Maybe he can do it again.
This is it. This is touchdown or bust for Vito Chute. The ball's up in the air. It's received by Shaheed in the end zone. Brings it straight up the middle. It's going to have to make the first player miss.
2 seconds left on the clock.
Hail Mary time.
Old Hail Mary pass. 2 seconds left. See if we can
They're only at the 26.
get the miracle play here.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna need to catch it and make some players miss.
Now, as far as the Eagles, you definitely do see the prevent defense come out, especially in
Yeah.
this late of a game and knowing that he might go for that 4 verticals and the Hail Mary.
I mean, he's got to. You got to make the catch here.
And
It's
that is gonna be
intercepted,
a pick.
Unfortunate.
and
And
that
he's
will
gonna
end
go
the
down.
game.
That's gonna be game.
That was a great game, though. All.
GG's very entertaining to watch, but at the end of the day, it's Kajani 999 from Philip O'Berry who is able to advance over Vito Chute from Myers Park.
Yeah, that was a super close game. You know, brought it back.
As like you
You
said,
don't
it was
shoot, did bring it back.
it was what 14-0 in the first quarter. Really thought it was going to be a little sell through game for Kanji, but it ended up being a really close game towards the end there, and it's
Yeah,
nice to see if you don't shoot bring that back a little bit.
yeah, it got close down to the wire. You know, 2-minute drill, man. Sometimes.
Well, we're
you
going to
stop
try
it.
to talk to the player himself here in a second. But in the meantime, do we have more Rocket League that we can play? Okay. So, don't leave, don't you? We want to talk to you. But let's go ahead and queue up our next Rocket League game here. As we've got North Lincoln A, one of the better teams from Lincoln County, going against East Lincoln, who have a really incredible player in Mafia, along with a couple of other teammates. Mikey, Don't Shoot is joining us here. We're gonna ask you a little bit about that Madden game here in a bit, but for the moment, just relax. I know that was a difficult loss. Watch a little bit of Rocket League with us.
It was.
A good goal line stop right there from the side of East Lincoln. Now North Lincoln puts on the pressure. It is going to be out towards midfield. Mafia up for a shot, but is going to be blocked. North Lincoln pushing down the field. Teammates aren't there to follow it up. They are going to take it off the wall.
Yeah, and listen, North Lincoln versus East Lincoln, and we got North Lincoln with a 2-0 series lead. This is one of the most fierce rivalries in Lincoln County. Last year in their conference championships, it went to a game 7. It was one of the most tense matches in the conference semifinals that I've seen. It looks like North Lincoln has gotten the upper hand in the first couple of games. I know they really focused because East Lincoln was actually the team that won last year in the conference. So the key with East Lincoln is they're a little bit unbalanced. They do have one player in Mafia who does tend to provide most of the scoring opportunities. That's not to say his teammates are slouches, but you'll see most teams key on him, and especially a team like North Lincoln. And there you go. Speak of the devil, Mafia puts it in 1-0 East Lincoln as they try to stay alive here.
Yeah, I don't know where the third player was for the side of North Lincoln. Neutral was on the opposite side of the field. Rotations were just not in. And, East Lincoln is the first one to put points on the board.
And we go to basically a 50-50 kickoff, and then Viper is able to clear the ball out.
You see demos from both sides.
Don't you play any Rocket League?
Not really. Not
Okay.
really. I used to.
You watch Rocket League ever?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think about these two teams so far?
Look like a very tense matchup right now.
Yeah, it's very tightly balanced right now. As you see Mafia doing a good job to get rotating around. Now he'll climb up on the wall, knock things down, but his teammates weren't really there. And then speaking of that, what is that? Tiburon 8? I'm not sure how to pronounce that name. Knocked it down to the middle, but there was no teammate there. Interesting with the 2-0 series lead right now. North Lincoln seems to be playing a little bit tentatively from my view.
Yeah, it seems like they're just trying to work with what's given to them.
Good
North
save off
Lincoln's
the line there
kinda
by
putting
Mikey.
Some pressure on. Ball's out to midfield. It does look like Mafia is going to clear it towards that other side of the field.
Look like
And
Mafia
here goes
the
a
best player on the
shot
team right now.
on the goal. Nobody there
Yeah.
to block it. That's going to be...
And that's what you
Right.
often see from East Lincoln. If you're able to trap Mafia on the top side, and you were mentioning that you don't shoot, like sometimes it's a little bit of a one-man game and got caught out of rotation, 1-1. Now East Lincoln really has the pressure on because if they lose this game, they're out.
East Lincoln up, pushing that ball down towards that left side of the field. Neutral's going to just carry the ball towards midfield, is unable to clear. Red's up. Nice shot on the goal, but it's going to be too far left. Not enough power on that shot.
Still a little bit dangerous here from East Lincoln, but they are able to get it out to Mikey. Mafia will put it on goal, and Mafia will put it in 2-1.
Mafia with another score.
Yes, sir.
One-man army over here right now.
One man a wrecking ball.
Well, Mikey did do the work to get it down onto the opponent's side, and then if it's in that shooting range, Mafia can bring it down.
Yeah, best
and he's
believe
up.
Mafia is going to take it.
All right. 2-1 lead for East Lincoln. They've got to win this game to stay alive in the matchup.
Controlling the ball. Nice, like,
Challenge.
presence with.
Yeah, Mikey came in hot there, but now Raider Rabbit is flips. Saved off the goal there. I couldn't tell who that was on the East Lincoln side. I think it was Mikey. Speaking of which, he pops it up in the air. Back to Mafia, who's bumped off the ball. That's important, but now it's being controlled. Shot on goal will roll in. Yes, it will. And Viper, MK, haven't called their name yet today, but they get a goal, and it's 3-1. East Lincoln leads.
Yeah, that's another score for East Lincoln.
Well, like
That's
Viper got tired of
3-1.
Mafia taking over.
There you go. Exactly that. Now, don't you. What I'm going to need you to explain to me is why you play as the Saints. You don't need to answer that now, but when we get you back on screen, brah, Saints, worst team in the league. Come on, dude.
No, top of the division right now.
Top in the division.
Yeah,
worst
in the
team,
NFC
worst
South.
team, worst team right now. Panthers.
Oh no, oh my goodness. Can't believe it. This guy's literally over here in a league sponsored by the Panthers talking trash. Unbelievable. As we get into the last minute here, can East Lincoln play enough defense? Although that pops up in the moment, and it's going to be a goal. I
Close
sense
game right
got a
now.
ball
We got a game right now.
45
We got a ball
seconds.
game.
If North Lincoln can come and break East Lincoln's hearts, knowing those North Lincoln kids like I do, I don't think anything would be more satisfying for them, if I'm going to be honest. This is a rivalry that goes back for a long time. These schools are only about 10 minutes apart.
Wow.
Yeah, so 10, 15 minutes.
They're like Philip Bear and Harden. You know, they're
Yeah.
literally right there.
No love lost. No love lost. All right, East Lincoln, they've got the 3-2 lead. They just need to keep control of the ball. There's only 30 seconds
It's going
left.
to be a shot on goal. That's going to be a wide open goal.
Ooh,
I thought Viper was there.
3-3. We
I
got
thought Viper
a
was there. I wasn't
game.
even that concerned. And it's just lofted up.
We got a
Viper in
game.
shambles, and it is 3-3.
We got a game.
We do. We might have a series here if North Lincoln
29
is able to
seconds.
keep this momentum up. They win the kickoff. Mafia needs to clutch up. Looks like he's going to go to his tried and true and take it up onto the roof.
Like Mafia's clutching up right now.
Oh, just a little high.
Oh,
Rebound
ooh, a
off.
little high.
Mafia knocks it back in, but he needs to rotate back because now they're a little bit out of position. Cleared again. 10 seconds to go.
It'll be wild. Somebody scoring 10 seconds.
Got to clear that ball out. Looks like they're going to push it down the field.
In the corner. Oh, careful
Mafia
knocking that in
keep
the
it
middle.
up.
But it does look like it's
that's
going to go into overtime.
Overtime.
All right, here we go. All to play for if you're East Lincoln. North Lincoln, you're playing with house money right now because you've got a 2-0 series lead. And as it gets bounced up in the air off the kickoff, Mafia will take it. He's going to get intercepted, though. Although it bounces around a little bit dangerously. Viper has a chance to put it on goal. Oh, it's a cross goal.
Way too far right on that.
Yep. That's
Looks
unfortunate.
like East Lincoln's just going to keep control, and Mafia is up with a flip set. He's going to shoot on the goal, but it's going to be too far left.
Another shot. Good early pressure by East Lincoln. That's going to float again off the crossbar.
Far down.
Mafia cannot get to it. Viper pops it up.
North Lincoln's going to bounce it off that sidewall.
Mikey's
and
there to
East
clear it.
Lincoln's gonna keep. Here's neutral up for it. Unable to get another touch onto it. Is going to be put midfield.
Now Mikey's got to clear it away. He's able to do that. It's kind of just a
Floating.
cluster of players there in the middle. Mafia gets onto it, but that's going to be a little too high. He's going to get the second double touch.
What
Isn't
a
effective.
save from Red.
This is reminding me just like last year in the conference finals, two teams that are evenly matched, extremely tense games. Here's an opportunity for to run A. It's a little high and right. Bounces dangerously, but out of the way by Mafia. Mikey trying to chase the ball down here. He is able to get a touch on it, but I think that is going to be cleared away by Tiburon, but it's put back into the middle. Again on goal, but now popped up. North Lincoln's got a player ahead. Will the rotation be the follow-up? Red is not able to put it in.
What a close goal. And East Lincoln's going to be able to clear it away.
This is we've had so many close calls here in overtime. As we've got a 3-3 game. And hopefully here after we do finish the Rocket League game, we're hoping to be able to show some results from some of the other Madden tournament games, depending if we've had scores reported from across the state. As the ball is cleared again out from in front of the North Lincoln goal.
Ball's gonna be popped up.
Again,
Ball
just
back
above.
backward and is unable to shoot.
Man, they are hitting all sides of the
Look
goal
like
here.
they're
Now
about
it slips.
to-
Oh, phew. Mafia
Was that-
clutches up and
yep.
clears that out of the way.
Mafia with a nice
They-
potential save.
Yeah, that was an important save, and now Mikey will take it away. He's showing good control here. Can he dribble it in? No, cleared off by neutral.
Neutral's able to get it popped up. See two players up. What?
What
That's
a
a shot.
score!
Oh, was that an own?
North Lincoln.
Was that? Yeah, was that an own goal there?
Nope. North Lincoln went up for the shot and
Oh, just bounced off
Wow.
the ceiling. That's what I saw as that second deflection. Fantastic shot by North Lincoln,
with
and
the
they-
win.
Yeah, they're going to advance. Last year, East Lincoln sent them home. This year, North Lincoln sent East Lincoln home, and they'll be going to Charlotte for regionals. We are here in Charlotte at VESL
Yep.
HQ. Move your mic down there a little bit. So there we go, so we can
There you
we
go.
can see you.
There you go.
Okay, we thought you were gonna come back and win this game.
I did
This
too.
is everybody. This is Vito and Judy. We just watched his Madden match. You're at Myers Park High, is that
Yep.
right? Okay.
Mars part, yep.
Okay. First, we were talking a little bit about this. You're a Saints fan.
Yes.
Why?
Because at first, when I was like a little younger, I was following Steve Smith. So I
Uh-huh.
went from the Panthers to the Ravens. Then when he retired, I watched the Saints game. I was like, they're pretty good, and I like their colors. So I picked the Saints to stick with. Stick with them.
I'm not convinced. What do you think, Riz?
unfortunate.
It is unfortunate, but I guess every
Yeah.
team has to have its fans. Now let's talk a little bit about the Madden game. It was a little shaky in the beginning. Were you
Yeah.
nervous?
Yes, I was.
Okay, that
yes,
happens.
I was. It was started off. I think it was the start that messed me up. I tried to shake back from it. That field goal that I took, I probably should have went for it. That 4th-and-1. Probably should have tried to get the score, go up.
At the end of the half.
Yeah. That running back came in clutch. I would say that, but it was the nervousness that kicked in. At
When
the
you
end of the game.
when you ran that kickoff back, because you fell down 14-0, then you
Yeah.
got a touchdown, and then we're like, okay, you got it close at the end of the first half, and then
got the
immediately
touchdown,
yeah.
the field goal, and then went in the half.
And
Down.
2-point conversion that
Oh
you,
yeah, yep.
you
Went-
got.
Went in half, and then
what did the Red Sea part for you? Like when you were returning that kickoff, you were just like, did you see that lane and let's go? Or
I get luck when I run kicks back, and I was waiting on it. I knew one was coming, and I seen that hole, hit it, and I was like, oh, I'm gone.
yeah,
I was like, this is the turn that I needed.
yeah, you almost did bring it all the way back. And
Yeah.
did you make any defensive adjustments after kind of allowing a couple quick touchdowns?
Yeah, I did. Instead of playing back and covering one, which was what I was doing at
Yeah.
first, because I seen he kept throwing that under to his tight end, I used the middle coverage and
Yeah, a little robber
followed it.
coverage.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were. I mean, you were a lot more effective, in the second half defensively. Just ultimately, so many turnovers on downs. You
Yeah.
know. You guys were both
started-
going for it on fourth
Yeah.
down.
See that 4th down when I was getting those 4th down stops for him, I was like, this is where I turn this around, And then he got that late game score, which
Yeah. Well, it was a close game, and
yes, it was.
I hope you had a good time. What do you think of Madden 24? I know they changed a lot of stuff. You can be honest. We're not
Yeah.
sponsored by EA.
No,
Yeah.
I know. Honestly, I love football games. I'll pick Madden over 2K any day. I'll pick Madden over Apex any day.
Okay.
So Madden is like my game for real. That's when I heard that they was doing Madden tournaments. I was like, maybe this is my time to shine.
Well, we really appreciate you taking part in it, and sorry that you weren't able to advance out of the first round, but you got to come out
Uh-huh.
here and hang out with us.
Yep.
We really appreciate it. Riss, you got any more questions?
Man, you did make some defensive adjustments. He did a lot of crossing routes on you.
Yes, he did.
That's not a question though. He's
When
tired,
did you
everybody.
realize you needed to switch to man? Like, was it after that second touchdown that he had on you?
Yeah, it was after I let him get that crossing route, and he took it for more yards than he should have got. That's really what.
By the way, were you here last night?
Yes. I
Did you
would.
get a chance to meet Jonathan Stewart and the other?
Yep. Got a
All
picture
right.
with him.
Yeah.
Actually. Yep.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So, you know, thanks to our partnership with the Panthers, we're hoping to do some more stuff with some of the players. There he is.
Yep.
Charlotte FC players we're hoping to do in the future as well. Listen, we're going to go. We've been on air here for a little bit. We're going to go to quick break, and then we're going to show some of the Madden results, hopefully from the rest of the state, some more Rocket League. I don't know. We might have some more live Madden here later. We might not. But we'll talk to you guys here in just a couple minutes. And we're back. We've got Madden, we've got Rocket League, we got Wings. We're really enjoying our Friday night here, a chill Friday night as we finish out the Madden qualifiers and also the Rocket League qualifiers tonight. We've watched North Lincoln A, as well as Cab Tech A and Surrey Early College A. So the A's have had it here as they all have advanced to regional qualifiers, and then we've watched a bunch of Madden here as well. In fact, guys, we've got some Madden results from around the state to check out.
Awesome.
As we see how this tournament has progressed. So first up, we've got Exotic ISO. Am I pronouncing that properly, you guys think?
Exotic?
Exotic ISO? Maybe ISO? Anyway, from Northside against Cameron 007. From Pasquotank County High. Exotic playing as the Cowboys. Pulls off a 20-3 win. It looked like it was real close, 6-3 at halftime. And then defensive stand by the Northside player in the second half to pull out the win. Thoughts, gentlemen?
The total offense was close, so the score definitely shows that the defense stepped it up.
Well, 125 rushing yards from Cameron. It just didn't seem like it turned to points. So Exotic really was able to stand up. I'm sorry, I'm looking at the wrong side of things. Okay, 125 yards of rushing for a 20-3 score. Okay, I got things mixed up here. That actually makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, that definitely makes a lot more sense.
Only 39 passing yards.
Controlled the ground.
Literally, as he was able to. Cameron won this game 20-3. Okay, now I'm learning how to read the graphic properly. Cameron, thank you everybody. That's why I'm a professional here. Cameron didn't even need to throw the ball.
Didn't need to. He just controlled the ground game and scored twice in the second half, and then put up 2 field goals and just controlled the game.
And was really able to shut down the offense of the Cowboys. So that's of the Eagles. And so it'll be a 20-3 win for Cameron at Pasquotank County High. Congratulations to them.
And they will be moving on to our state competition.
I'm not sure if we know that for sure. That was the first round.
Oh, yeah.
We all tired over here at VESL
my
HQ.
bad.
Okay, anyway, moving right along. MSO TTV against BDR 090. That's Philip O'Berry against Providence, and it's going to be Philip O'Berry with another win. So both of their players that we've seen so far have taken home the W's 15-7. This is a defensive struggle. Looks like a couple of missed extra points probably by the Bills player. As it was a 1-point game at halftime, but again, no points in the second half for the Providence player, BDR. Pretty balanced. I mean, more offense from BDR, 230 total yards at 180, but the Philip O'Berry player took away the win.
Second half adjustments are a major key for these games, I've noticed.
And it's a big challenge for the player who doesn't win the opening kickoff because you've got less time to check out how the other person's defense is going to line up against you. But balanced attack, 110 passing yards, 70 yards rushing, only 180 yards total offense. But you know what? It was enough for a 15-7 win for MSO TTV.
Another close game for tonight.
Plazy, comments?
I mean, it really seems like the Bills' defense really took care of what they needed to take care of, especially, maybe limiting out on the other side of the field. That's why he has less total yards. Because for the score, the yards are a little less on the winning side.
Yeah, and I mean, one thing I'll also note is that 2 Eagles players here in a row, both of them lost. So congratulations to MSO TTV. They advance from Philip O'Berry. BDR 090 is eliminated. They've got one more show everybody. And we've got the defending state champs making sure that they can qualify for regional qualification. That's Lincolnton. They're the defending state champs going up against North Lincoln Team B. And, you know, you would expect a Lincolnton with a 2-0 series lead. You would expect them to be the heavy favorites here.
Yeah, you definitely would. And, you know, right off the bat, you saw some aggression from North Lincoln, kind of slowing it down, trying to keep ball possession.
I think North Lincoln B is parking the bus here. I mean, they got 3 players back. They're trying to stay in the game. And it's just
that
Duper
was just a
Aaron
great
starting
play off the
out.
sidewall right there. I
You know,
mean,
That's
great
a
car
key
control,
player.
keeping the ball close, going for the double tap off the backboard. I mean, that's huge.
I mean, his teammate was literally in the goal. You can't usually on offense help your teammate too much out from already being inside the goal. Didn't really matter because Super Duper Aaron, one of the better players in the state. And then
as North Lincoln B makes a return comeback on that goal,
what just happened?
that was a great kickoff, and then you know,
the goalie doesn't move. Not this again. Not that again, as it's 1-1. North Lincoln ties it up. I'm not sure what the plan was there. John Monty, not sure why we. I'm not sure who the whose username that is, because I know they've usually had Cam on their team too.
Cam, yeah, I believe Cam graduated.
No, Cam didn't graduate. No. As Von Rell clears it off from North Lincoln. Listen, North Lincoln B showing some signs of life. Good for them. They came in as underdogs, but we always love underdogs here at VESL. 1-1 game here. As Super Duper Aaron puts one, it's just a little bit high. Rebound, not to say is not able to get to it. And it looks like a couple of attempts. North Lincoln is able just about to get things clear. Now Super Duper Aaron will dribble it. Oh, just misses the double, but the rebound. John Monty is unable to put it in. Not this again. We'll put it back into the mixer. But it's cleared away. Again, playing very defensively by North Lincoln, but so far it's keeping them in the game. As, yeah, it just failure to control there. I was about to say that was a dangerous spot, and it turns out it is, as not dis again, puts it in pretty much unmarked in front of goal, and that's going to be a 2-1 lead. Danger zone definitely for North Lincoln, because Lincoln 10 is not an easy team to score on.
Hey, the player that was in goal and also AFK came back to score a goal for him. So good to see he's back in and
that put me back in the game, Coach. As that one floats dangerously, and it's going to get trapped up against the underside of the goal, and that's going to count as a goal for John Monty. And now it's 3-1. Lincoln leads.
So as I was just updated, Cam is not this again.
Yeah, that's right.
And then they did reload with one player this year, which would be
John.
John.
Yeah, who's new to the team. Well, welcome to the team, John. You just got a goal. It's 3-1. Lincoln leads, the defending state champions going up against one of their rivals in North Lincoln B. North Lincoln B, a team that got all this way out of group stages. So impressive performance no matter what by them. And they're giving Lincolnton a game right now. Let's see if they can get a little bit of offensive pressure against the other team's goal as Super Duper Aaron takes it off the roof, and that's just going to dribble in.
Great goal. I mean, first off, it was a great clear by the defense to really set that out mid-form, and for Aaron to get up in there like that and really put a touch on it that can...
Yeah, and Aaron draws so much defensive attention. If he is able to get it past the initial defender, I mean, there's just nobody left at home in the goal, and that's what happens. Now, North Lincoln is really feeling the pressure now. They've got to get something on goal quickly as RLV Abuse tries to get it out, but is unsuccessful. Now Aaron's going to be trying to control, although it's tapped away from them by Pakat. Here's going to be a shot by John, knocked away and challenged by the North Lincoln player. Not Cam or not this again. Puts it up. Von Rell thought he had a breakaway, but it's not going to quite fall for him. And Cam will clear things out again. And now John will tap it on forward, leaving it for his teammate Super Duper Aaron, who's demoed, but it's flipped up in destruction to...
Not this again.
No
Scoring a
other
second
but
goal of the
Cam.
game.
Was that again, and it's 5-1 as John Monty put it up nicely against the backboard and just left it. There's some Harlem Globetrotters type style there. Oh, look, I'll just give you the little alley-oop there, and it was knocked in with a chef's kiss by Not Dis again, and it's 5-1. And now at this point, North Lincoln didn't even challenge for the initial kickoff, as they're really up against it now. Although Von Rel's going to be chasing, and he's going to bury it into the left side of the net. No sooner do I say they don't have much of a chance than they answer with a goal, Plazy.
Yeah, let's maybe that fake kickoff worked really well for them. Should I get a little more position and push down to that defensive
Yeah,
side
they
for
look
them
like
to
they were in the
overcommit.
kickoff return position from the Madden perspective, but it worked out for them. It's 5-2, sides life from North Lincoln. This time they will challenge for the kickoff, but it bounces kind of into their zone.
As they clear it out.
Yeah, Von Rel's just going to kind of muscle it out of there. It's popped up. Super Duper Aaron's going to touch on it just above, and Pakat is able to get it out of the danger zone. He'll run it up against the right side of the field. Flip over, although it'll be cleared out of there by Cam. And both of the Lincoln players went up for it there, and then Von Rail missed it.
As Pakat gets demoed.
Multiple.
And RLVA Buse got demoed as well.
Yeah, that was sequential demos there, but Lincoln not immediately able to take advantage, although Aaron will pop it up, leave it up for John Monty. Good 50 there by Von Rail to get to really to keep his team alive. Just over a minute left to go. Abuse will pop it up in front of the other team's goal. Now Pocket will follow up. They're having to commit now. I mean, it's now or never for North Lincoln. They pop it up. John Monty's there first. Vaughn will follow. Cam will clear it out of there. And right now at this point, if you just play keep ball from a Lincolnton perspective, you're going to win this game and win this series. As not just again ran along the side, but it eventually got cleared out of there by East Lincoln. Time is ticking away. 40 seconds. Von Rell misses the save, but fortunately for him, it goes right in front of the goal. 30 seconds left to go. John Monty pops it up. They're just really keeping the pressure on East Lincoln, or North Lincoln, excuse me. And that should be enough to run the clock out here. It's a 3-goal lead, 20 seconds to go. A spirited effort by North Lincoln against the team that is the defending champions. We've got 10 seconds to go. Von Rell's going to have an unguarded net and then misses it just off to the left. The rebounds note is saved as well. And I think we're going to see a final score here of probably 6-2 as Super Duper Era does get one final celebratory goal with another strong individual effort. And that will be Lincolnton Team A, the defending state champs, as they'll go to the kickoff here, and that will be the end of the game. They will advance on to regional championships in Charlotte. They've played there before. We saw them last year winning the Lincoln County Championships on location at Bank of America Stadium. I guess we'll see them there again here this January. Good job to them. And you know,
once again,
good games to North Lincoln as
back
well.
in Charlotte.
Hey, maybe they'll pull the Bulldog special and go back to back.
Could be, although every team is going to be putting the target on Lincolnton's back. But they've advanced. They've taken care of business so far. We're undefeated in group stages and qualifiers, as most people expected. We put them in a group with a couple of challenges, but you know, ultimately now we're going to start to see what the bigger matchups are as we go into regionals.
Yeah, regionals should have a lot of competition. You see a lot of these teams going in. We're going to have a lot of competition at our regional events. I'm excited to see. They're going to be amazing matchups.
I mean, in the case of Rocket League, we can only crown one state champion out of the 96 teams that we had compete from across the state. So,
Y'all have any favorites?
I mean, you really do have to look at the defending champs, who we just watched. Now, if all you've done is won, they've never lost a series in their history as a team. It's hard to keep that focus up. So we will see. You got to look at a couple of the teams from CMS. You got to look at Surrey County EC as possibly making a move. The Havelock Team A, that's a really solid team too.
Well, let's hope during this break time they're practicing, because this is going to be the big part of the tournament coming to states.
Yeah, if you're any of the teams that I just mentioned, you just watched Lincolnton, you know what you're up against. Study the VODs, get out there, practice your rotations.
Predictions.
Yeah, what's your prediction?
JT Williams.
I think Audrey Kell takes it. They
Audrey
reloaded.
Kell.
JT Williams all the way.
They
Audrey Kell
reloaded.
Team A, that is. All
Because
right.
what, JT
you heard
Williams
it.
went second last year?
Yeah, JT Williams was the CMS runner-up, and they were third in the state last year.
Well, let's see if they can take it. I have them going all the way this year.
I
Listen,
think
don't sleep on the state runner-up Olympic High, also from Charlotte, as a possibility as well. Nobody ever talks about them, but then they were the 4 seed coming in,
they come out of nowhere.
and they
So,
won CMS championship, and then they gave a better challenge than almost anybody else in the states. Although I will say the absolute toughest match that Lincoln High faced last year was against a team that we just watched get eliminated, which is East Lincoln in the Lincoln County Championships. That was actually the toughest match. East Lincoln took 2 games off of them. Meanwhile, we're looking here, as you guys have probably gotten used to. We've got the ticker down at the bottom of the Madden stream here. We do have some other results. Keep watching that as the night goes along to see how the tournament advances. Rocket to You of Noble Academy did advanced on a forfeit against Marjusan of Pasquotank. We've got Ghosted VR against Jay Fouchot. That's going to be Jay Fouchot advancing. So we know that he was there. We talked about the Cameron 007 game. That was the win over
Exotic ISO.
Exotic ISO. Thank you, Blazy, bailing me out here. That was a 20-3 win. Ferbsky 252, also of Pasquotank. They've got a really exciting Madden program there over on the coast. And voila. No warning, but we've got a 36-23 win for, well, her favorite QB.
Game the show out, huh?
Did put his or her money where his or her mouth was, beating Miles Morales 36-23, playing as the 49ers against the Chargers.
347 total offensive yards.
301 passing. Maybe he is her favorite QB. Definitely balled out. 2 rushing yards for Miles Morales of Palisades High. It's not going to get it done. Is it a risk?
Definitely shut down the running game. Made that offense into a one scoring team, which
Well, I
took them
mean,
to 23.
one-dimensional team, and clearly not much defense was played in general, especially in that first half. Looks like both teams were really able to do whatever they wanted to against the other team's defense. But ultimately in the second half, lot less scoring in general, and a couple key touchdowns by her favorite QB of Myers Park to put the Chargers away. So 36-23, we will see just how far her favorite QB is able to go in this tournament. And as we do have more results, we'll share those with you guys. As a reminder, MSO TTV did defeat BDR 090 15-7. So that was Philip O'Barry against Providence. We're waiting on results from QVX Lid, also Philip O'Barry against K3 Him from Shelby High. Shelby High is school that just joined, so we're really excited. I think this was one of their first tournaments. They were also in Rocket League. Yaks against YK Dion, 15-14, win there for the Southwest Edgecombe player. We have not gotten results yet from Purple against SWT Clamp. We haven't seen those results yet. And we're waiting on some of the 5:30 matches as well.
I would definitely like to watch that last game. Something I did notice is the left team only had 5 first downs the entire game.
Wow.
But they managed to score 23 points.
Downs. That's why I like to see how they got that 23 points with just 5 first downs.
Meanwhile, speaking of dominant defenses, the black kid from Shelby High defeats Caden 252, 12-0. The blank. The squadoosh, as they say.
The shutdown.
Yep. We don't know what NFL teams they were playing as there, but safe to say that the Shelby player did have the other player's number there.
Hopefully none of them are playing as the Broncos.
He had them strapped up.
We're a struggle.
I mean, I would say maybe the team with 0 might be the Broncos, because
maybe
that's an offense that struggles.
That's my team, but we're struggling.
And listen, I'm saying that as a Russell Hustle, Man Muscle, Wilson fan. Unfortunately, I don't know. I feel like he just might be a little bit distracted in life.
I think we just need a little bit more team chemistry going on. We just really don't have it there.
Sean Payton also got residual hate for him after all of his
great
Saints
coach
days.
and all, but
Did you guys get to watch the game last night?
definitely. I definitely think it was a great game. Unfortunately for Joe Burrow, he is out for the season. But all around great game for the Ravens. Definitely seen a lot from Flowers and Beckham Jr. really taking care of that wide receiver position for him. And
Zay Flowers, great rookie wide receiver on my
Came out of the
fantasy team as
draft.
well. Yeah.
unfortunately,
the
last
draft
night
and
he
just
did get a
put some
couple
numbers.
flags that took away a couple of his touchdowns.
That was
Unfortunate.
Offense-
That's where
were they flags on him or were they offensive pass interference?
we had a couple holding calls, which really that hinders you. You can't have
Offensive
those.
lineman, man.
It was wide receiver.
The wide receiver got called for holding.
Yeah.
Yep.
Beckham.
Beckham.
Beckham held right when he took the outside, and it was
Mm.
I mean
That was
free
unfortunate.
touchdown, and he gave it up.
By the way, we also saw another result come across the ticker. There was 56-21.
Wow.
I'm not sure how you put up 56 points in 5-minute quarters, but that will be an advance. We'll get the players here in a second. I believe it was QB1 from Northside against a player who had 252 in their name. I'm blanking on who it was, but they do represent the 252 there. But 56-21.
We did see that yesterday as well. We
Insane.
had a
That's 8
couple.
touchdowns. That's 8 touchdowns.
I mean, we got some great Madden players, and hopefully when we get to states, we can see those face off against each other and see how that turns out. See if there's still some high scoring games, or if it kind of evens out.
From around the state.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to end up with 4 to 6 players from across the state who will be competing in person in Greensboro on the big screens for the Madden State Championship. We'll have everybody on on the same equipment, so regardless of what gen console you came up on, everybody gets to meet in the championship. We've got that coming up. The week after Thanksgiving, we got Super Smash Brothers. We've got, like I said last night, almost 200 Smash players from across the state. That is going to be wicked entertaining. And then we finish out with a couple of our combat games, Valorant, and then Modern Warfare 3 to wrap out the
Can't wait
year.
to see that.
And Modern Warfare 3, we're going all the way to the state champion. So our first state champion will be crowned on December 15th.
Just like you said, we're going to be the first competition out there with Modern Warfare 3 right now. There's nobody else doing it right now, so it's going to be a little good to see what kind of competition's out there for North Carolina and see who puts on a show for us.
Gotta
I
get
feel
out
like
some
we're gonna have
hardware.
a lot of competition in North Carolina. We've had North Carolina's produced some of the best Call of Duty players, so we'll see. See if we can produce some more.
Think
Yeah.
we have any movement demons out there with the going back to that MW 2019 movement style compared to MW2 with a little slower movement. Maybe we got some the old guys returning back with good stick control.
Yep, we will definitely see.
Yes, we will. Well, we will be giving everybody updates on the eventual Madden State qualifiers. We don't have any more gameplay to show. We don't have any more Rocket League to show. So I think, gentlemen, it's time to call it a night, call it a week. Although right before I finished there, I wanted to finish that. It was 52-21. I'm QB1 defeated Ferbsky 252. That was the score
He's
there.
QB1.
Yeah, it's a real battle between her favorite QB and QB1. We'll see which
Maybe we'll
QB
see a matchup.
Maybe we'll see one in the qualifier finals. And oh wow, last second out of nowhere, 57-0.
Wow.
Woo.
And again, it's the Ravens. It's the
22
Ravens.
in the
You
fourth
got Lamar
quarter.
Jackson. You got Flowers. You got Odell Beckham. Really got some weapons there, just like the Eagles. They got weapons. It's just
How do you
how do you play with
score?
them?
How do you score 57 points with only 273 yards? It sounds like there were some pick sixes involved
been.
here. At SWT Clamp, perhaps had maybe there's a clamp there, but there was definitely a leaky offense because 57 points, Dion cooking, and so they will advance out of that matchup as well. We really do need to get off stream though, so congratulations to Dion. We'll keep everybody updated on the Madden Championships, but we're gonna sign off here. I'm Charlie, signing off on behalf here of Risk and Plazy. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Everybody have a wonderful night, and we will see you guys for Smash in a couple weeks.